For this afternoon's lesson, year one, we're going to be looking at science and we will be looking at floating and sinking. And floating and sinking is all to do with water. In Lost and Found, the penguin and the boy had a boat, didn't they, that they sailed on through the sea. And that boat needed to float, so it means it sat on top of the water and didn't sink. So if it had sunk, if it was sinking, it would go to the bottom of the sea. So it's important that when they made their boat, they used materials that could float. So for today's lesson, we are going to investigate whether the objects float or sink when you put them into water. What you'll need to do is you'll need to circle your prediction. We've done a bit of prediction, so what you think will happen, so whether it will float or sink, and then test it. Okay, and then once you've tested it and you can see whether it floats or sink, you can tick the one that it was, so whether it floated or it sunk. Okay, at the end of this, I want you to pick your own two objects from home that you can test as well. Okay, let's go start our testing. At home, you're going to need something full of water. So it could be your sink, it could be a bathtub, it could be a plastic pot like I have here, which is filled with water, which has got a hole in, so it's leaking, so I've had to put it on our tough tray. Then what you're going to need is, you're going to need the things that we have on our list. So you're going to need a coin, a plastic bottle, a pencil, a fork, a stone or a pebble, a piece of card or paper, I've got here, and then two of your own objects to see if they float. I've picked a rubber duck and a marble. Okay, what you need to do is, when you put them in the water, you need to put them in the middle and don't drop them like this. You need to just place them lightly on top of the water. Okay, and then you can be able to see. If it sinks, it will go to the bottom. If it floats, it will sit on the top. It will stay on top of the water. Okay, have a go now at predicting, so circling on your sheet, what you think will happen to each of these objects. So the coin, the plastic bottle, the pencil, stone or pebble, the fork, the piece of card or paper, and your two own objects. Okay, have a go at that. You can investigate at home and do it your own test. But I'm going to do the test here as well, so we can see. So pause the video now if you don't want to know the answers, because I'm going to show them now. And have a go yourself if you can at home. I've had a go at circling what I think is going to happen, and I'm going to test now to see if I've got them right. Now that I've tested my objects, I can tick them to see whether I got them right. So, did the coin float or sink? It sunk, so that's a tick. Did the plastic bottle sink? I thought it might because it was really big. It didn't, did it? So I'm going to tick floats. The pencil, did that float or sink? That floated. Did the stone or pebble sink? It did sink. I thought it might because it was quite heavy. The fork, did the fork sink? It did, it's still at the bottom. The piece of card or paper, it did float. I thought it might sink. No, I put it floats, so I was right. The rubber duck, did the rubber duck float? It did. And the marble, did that sink? Yes, it did. Fantastic. So once you've done that, that is how you tested. See how many you got right, and have a think about why some things sunk and why some things floated. That's the end of our lesson for today. Have fun with this. Do your tests. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.